Hello and welcome to episode 52 of the Mr. Courgette
and
DBSB
Chilli
and Zombie
experience. So yes, this one is a little bit different due to the situation at the moment. So we're doing this with big social distancing, in that Mr. Courgette is in here in Courgette Towers, and we are here in DBSB Mansions. So I don't know what Mr. Courgette has said now, but over to Mr. Courgette.
So, for episode 52, we are going to be reviewing not one, but two chili sauces and a film, obviously. So, I guess time to get down to business. So, today's film is The Vanguard. I know very little about this except for it's set in the futuristic world of post-apocalyptic 2015 and features a bearded bloke who is going to fight some zombies, apparently. He looks like he has an axe and a beard, so he could be a lumberjack, but he has no sleeves, which leads me to think that he's a lumberjack that doesn't quite play by the rules. So, this is The Vanguard, and, well, we'll report back on this in a bit, won't we? Will you have some sort of political theory about this film? Excellent. So, on to the sauce portion of this evening. So, I'm going to try two sauces. So the first sauce we have is called Boom Sauce. Boom. So Boom Sauce is a Trinidadian chili sauce using lots of nice Scotch bonnets, and is a local sauce made in Worthing or Worthing. So I'm going to try this one first, and then there'll be a second sauce. So, can you hold the spoon? Right, I'll give this a good shake, and we'll give it a sniff. Ooh. There's an immediate sort of Scotch bonnet hit there, but it's quite a fruity hit. What do you think? I agree. Yes. So you can immediately smell the chili. It's got a really nice colour to it. Yeah, really nice sort of light colour. A lot of sauces you get now are really dark. This is a really nice light colour. So, gonna give this one a bit of a go. Ooh. It's quite a liquidy sauce. So, yep, still getting a lot of the chili there. I'm going to do a bottoms up and give this a go. Ooh. Oh, that's a really good sauce. There's an immediate little bit of sweetness, and after about 2 seconds, bang, there's heat. Like a lot of heat all over your tongue, right in the back of your mouth. It's not an extreme heat, but it's very hot. I'd say sort of like a 4.5 out of 5 heat rather than a 10 out of 5 heat. You know what I mean. But really tasty. That little bit of sweetness to begin with before the chili cuts through is really nice. Yeah, you won't need a lot of it. I think a little bit will go a long way with that. But yeah, something to spice up. I mean, if you're a meat or a fishy person, I think it's probably more of a fishy than a meaty sauce. If you're not that sort of person, then I reckon a little bit in your sandwich would be really nice. Or just a good spoonful or two in a bean chili would be really cool too. But yeah, that gets a thumbs up from me. That is Boom Sauce. We'll put up a link somewhere here so you can check it out.
This is the Boom sauce, made in Worthing. Fixed up the heat. Let's give it a taste. What spoon shall I use? I'll use this one. Oh. Very much a Scotch bonnet sauce. The first flavour is so Scotch bonnety. Definitely something for having with stuff to eat. It's not something to guzzle on its own. That spiky, sharp Scotch bonnet heat. Quite a good sauce. I think you could use it as a kind of jerk type seasoning or something like that. That's pretty tasty. Pretty tasty. I think for my taste buds, it's perhaps could do with a little bit of sweet in there, but it's still quite a tasty sauce. Yeah. Now, back over to Mr. Courgette for the next sauce or condiment.
And we'll do the second sauce of the evening. So this is Carrington's Flaming Chup Extreme Harissa. Extreme, extreme, extreme. Extreme, extreme, extreme. Was that extreme enough? Extreme, extreme, extreme. So, this one is a harissa, so probably not designed for me just to eat this off a spoon, but hey, this is kind of what we do. Right, let's give this one a whiff. Well, this one says extreme on the tin, and one whiff leads me to believe it is indeed extreme. I almost can't smell that. That's so hot. I'm thinking that is not a spoonful job. I'm going to dip my spoon in and give it a try. So, I'm just going to put the end of the spoon in and give it a lick, because any more might be a risk. Okay. Right. Spreading it on the spoon, I'm still pretty much just getting chili. Maybe a little tomatoiness, but mainly chili. So, we'll give this one a go. Oh, that's really nice. That's got almost a Worcester saucy tang coming through it. Very, very hot, but yeah, really smoky Worcester saucy tang coming through it. That's really good. I do not think you would need a lot of that. whereas we said the Boom sauce is probably a 4.5 out of 5 heat, I'd probably say this is about an 8 or 9 out of 5 heat. Very, very hot, but very, very tasty. Again, another thumbs up from me. Probably one, you put a little bit in a pasta dish, but again, you probably only want like half a teaspoon and that will dissipate nicely through the sauce. Again, I don't think either of these are sort of sauces you're just going to eat on spoons unless you're, well, us.
Charrington's Flaming Chop Extreme Harissa. Oh, that is that's a mighty smell. Oh yes, I have been warned not to go crazy with this, so I'm just going to dip a little end of the spoon in, because harissa is a cooking condiment rather than something that you shovel down, but then all sauces are. It smells, so there was so many smells in there. That smells, it smells really good. I think this is going to be tasty when it's cooked, but that was probably too small a bit. I'm not going to double dip, so I'm going to there you go. That is a really tasty harissa. I can even with that tiny bit, I can taste the heat sort of like bouncing about. But yes, you know what? I think this would be good. Very sparingly spread on an aubergine. Oh yes, and roasted in an oven to make baba ganoush. That would be very, very, yeah. There's a smokiness to it. There's a hot. That is, yes, I think that could be very interesting to cook with. Cooking montage. Cooking montage. Cooking montage. So, there was a cooking montage of me making some baba ganoush-ish kind of stuff. Let's give it a taste. And I used some of this Extreme Harissa on there. Not a lot. I want food to taste nice. I don't want it just every bit of food I eat to be a stunt challenge. So yes, the Flaming Chop Extreme Harissa. Let's yep, that's good. It's got a nice smokiness to it, and there's a sort of kind of slow building heat, so that's good. Yes, I'd recommend this.
That is two sauces that both get a thumbs up from me. Carrington's Extreme Chop. Extreme, extreme, extreme. And Boom sauce from Worthing. So, two good sauces, and I'll be back with a review of this and some social commentary from DBSB soon. Well, that was the Vanguard. It started off so promisingly. There was an amazing, long intro sequence of a BMX or rally chopper style bike with a bearded vigilante zombie killer riding through a forest with some dramatic music, and you just thought, yes, this is going to be awesome. And then it wasn't. It wasn't awesome. It wasn't good. It was actually pretty terrible. There's some really good zombie deaths in it. I mean, for a really low budget film with some low budget effects, some of the deaths are still pretty cool. But it's a yawn fest. There's not enough to keep you engaged. The plot's all over the shop. It's not very well acted, and it's just bad. I really wanted to like it in parts. Like I say, the initial like BMX type bike sequence was just brilliant and had me thinking this could be cool, but it just wasn't. It's bad. It's bad. The main character, well, I don't want to give away spoilers, so don't watch it. It's not very good. We'll try and pick a better film next time. DBSB, thoughts?
Vanguard. Well, at the very beginning, it had the feeling of a psychedelic cowboy film or a ninja film, you know, a martial arts kind of film, which I was quite enjoying. And the main protagonist, this guy with the beard and the axe, on a bicycle, and I was looking forward to there being a lot more bicycle action than there was in the film. Did I like the film? I think I liked parts of it. I liked the ideas of the film. I liked the psychedelic western kind of martial arts film thing. There was the good inner dialogue of it, and the little bit of a twist at the end, which is like a bit of a. It had the annoying thing at the beginning of there. You have to catch up to tell the story, which I kind of find annoying. Even in Star Wars, I find that quite annoying, that you got to read so this happened. It would have been nice if that could have been told in a visual way, but the middle third isn't as good as the beginning and end third. The middle third was a bit pondering a bit. I wouldn't say it's a terrible film. I just think that middle third was a bit something. But I did, I quite enjoyed it. Different kind of zombie, you know. They weren't an out-and-out zombie. They had a very stylised way of running, which I thought was good. They were a devolved human, I guess. That was the kind of zombie they are. And I think it was all right. It was all right. Not the worst film we've seen, but not the best. Interesting use of colour, and I just wish there'd been more of this bicycle. I thought the bicycle was a really good little touch for this main character who's been living in the wild for 5 years. So he was probably mid-late teenager. So it explains why he's got this cool chopper bicycle. And I think if you're a fan of an interesting apocalypse movie, and I think perhaps there are some little things that may nod towards what's going on at the moment. It was all right, a bit of fun. The middle third, as I was saying, it it was a bit laboured, the middle third. But, you know, who am I to say that? Anyway, and I think that's it. Maybe we'll do another one of these weird 2-location Chilli and zombie shows. Maybe we'll be allowed to sit in Courgette Towers. Who knows? These are strange and mysterious times. Bye bye.